Hi guys, Luton here. Now back with some Battlefield 4, and there's a lot of information coming out around Battlefield 4 as you would expect from the live streams and the players, people that are there. All of this is kind of general information that's going to be there for people to discuss. Now the classes have undergone some changes as you would expect them to. Each class is going to stay with its standard primary weapon of assault rifles, machine guns, sniper rifles, but carbines are now going to be universally available for all classes, as are shotguns, PDWs, and new designated marksman rifles or DMRs. Now what would you think of as those? Well, it's going to be things like the G3, M14 and FAL. What this means is that the classes we see are going to be much more in line with how Bad Company classes would have played out, and you may remember that for me in Bad Company 2 I pretty much only used the G3 across all of my classes. It means that each class is going to be, it's just going to have a lot more options available to them as to how you want to play that class. Another major change is that, as several people have noted over the past few days, ammunition seems no longer to add back into your pool when you reload. So instead of the ammo in that magazine, it's being returned to your total ammo. It will now be lost as you throw it away. This is a big change, and it's going to mean that if, like myself, you're an instinctive reloader from years of FPS play, this is a habit you're going to have to unlearn, or you're going to burn through that ammo in minutes. It also means that people are going to have to think much more carefully about how they approach situations in the game, and you're probably going to see less insane streaks where people can just reload on the fly. To do so means you're going to be just throwing away ammunition. And the last thing I want to note today is that it seems confirmed now that handling has been improved for many of the weapons, as I noted on my first overview just from looking at it. It's been commented before by producers like Dascro, who I work with, who has a good working knowledge of real life weaponry, that guns in the real world handle often far better than their in-game counterparts. They're kind of exaggerated in the game world, and it seems that DICE has decided to bring the in-game weapons closer to that sort of model of real life when it comes to recoil. So you can expect to see less of the very high amounts of recoil many of the guns had in Battlefield 3. In addition to this, you should remember that there are now two foregrip choices. Okay, you've got the angled foregrip and the straight foregrip. And the angled one gives you better accuracy when you're stationary, and the straight foregrip gives you better accuracy when you're on the move. This again means that you have more choice for your playstyle and won't be forced to play a certain way to maximise your gun performance. This is great for players like me who have adapted to a certain playstyle. I prefer to engage enemy when I'm on the move and track them rather than being stationary and just pick them off. So in Battlefield 4 it seems you have the choice now of how to move and engage targets, as well as a much broader weapon choice. But are these changes good or bad? We have seen with other titles that overcomplicating and giving too much choice with classes can in many ways over-dilute and end up inhibiting the interaction of players in the game. One of the best things about Battlefield is how specific classes have a role to play, but with too much choice, these lines could become severely blurred. Whilst I'm sure that some of these changes are fantastic, there are others that are cause for concern. For example, an assault player running with an SKS? No thank you. So this is a good step forward, but also, as with Commander, it's a worry as well. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching today. I'll have more Battlefield 4 discussion and opinion coming very soon.